Hello YouTube and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 House of Mordecius, where we are engaged in yet another battle for Athlone. We are trying to take Athlone from High Chieftain Domhnall, and his ally, High Chieftain Metadoc, has come to his aid, but we've been so far able to smash both of them on the field of battle. This is sort of part of our larger conquest of Ireland as a whole, as we try to unite it under the banner of the House of Mordecius. If you like this video, please make sure to like it, please make sure to comment and let me know what you think of Crusader Kings 3 and House of Mordecius, and make sure to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Let's go ahead and hit play here and let the 1st of January 890 AD come into its own as we are sieging Dundilgen, saying it'll take about 7 months for us to complete this siege. We're going to see if we can cut down on the time it will take to finish this war here by splitting our troops in half, sending the other half to go ahead and take Dundongal. Staying with our troops here in Dundilgen will be Lord Finn as he continues the siege. But yeah, just so we have a little bit of coverage here as our troops spread out further into Meath. And Enos is under siege by High Chieftain Metadoc's men. The question is, do we send our troops down to do battle with them or continue besieging Meath? I think the answer is clear. We're gonna head down to Enos to defend our lands. One thing we can do here, a decision we can make, is hold a mystical communion. I will reach for the presence of God in transfixed ecstasy. We would gain 300 learning lifestyle experience, gain divine guidance for 5 years, gain 4 trait experience in the wise man trait, and there may be unforeseen side effects. It only costs us 100 piety, and I think during this time of war, Drognath needs a little guidance, so he will begin in peace. We communed with God. We gained 300 learning lifestyle experience, gained divine guidance for 5 years, blah blah blah. We got all the stuff that we wanted. Good, but you never know when the unforeseen side effects of such a thing could come into play. And as we approach, the first army of Mayo begins retreating. We will not be allowing them to get away. As they begin to make their way towards Athlone, we will run them down. It's looking like we might have to catch them in Athlone. Nope, here we go. The Battle of Kincora begins with us just absolutely slaughtering the first army of Mayo. We captured some enemy combatants. Aid, the Chancellor of High Chieftain Metadoc, has been captured. And with that battle won, we shall send our troops to Athlone to begin. It looks like maybe doing battle with another army being raised in Athlone, but at the very least, beginning the siege there. Let's find out what we want to do here with our prisoner. And it looks like Mordecius here cannot be ransomed. He's been in house arrest for 5 months, so we're going to go ahead and try to release him. We're going to recruit, and we can't gain a weak hook on him, so we will just recruit him. Sounds good. Aed Brun A can be ransomed for 10 gold. Actually, yeah, we'll ransom him for 10 gold. We could use some gold here. We'll do that. And Athlone has raised a small fighting force here of 274 troops. Uh-oh, High Chieftain Samson is bearing our child once again. Looks like Chieftain Drognath has still got the sauce. The ransom was accepted. We got paid 10 gold, very good. And Mordecius accepts the conditions for his release. Alrighty. And the siege of Athlone begins. We're going to see how things play out here. It looks like the first army of Athlone, no matter how small they are, they might go to try to besiege one of our cities. It's hard to tell at this point. If they do, we might just wait until Oriel is done being sieged and move our troops to go meet them. Ir Agdir, our hostage from Chieftain Torre, became friends with our daughter Eleonora, which improved our house relations with House Agdir. Very good. Always nice to see the kiddos getting along. Lord Finn has been swayed. He gained 25 opinion of us. We'll go ahead and keep swaying him for the time being, just to make sure he's well in hand. And once again, we are suspecting High Chiefess Flan of being disloyal with us. We'll go ahead and investigate. We gain 19 stress, but we'll see what the truth is. High Chiefess Flan is innocent, of course. Never doubt the loyalty of High Chieftain Drognath's spouses. Oh my goodness. King Charles, the King of France, has murdered Hastings, who was commanding our army. What in tarnation? Why did he do that? Is that why Hastings came to Ireland to begin with? He was like on the run from the King of France? Well, it looks like Flan Cinna, our recent recruit from the enemy army, will go ahead and command the siege of his own city. Man, that sucks. So we exposed that secret. What the heck, King Charles? Why did you do that? What an absolute douche. I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, he's a very powerful gentleman. There's not much I can really do. Oh, and just by happenstance, I actually just learned that, yeah, Chieftain Drognath II is a drunkard. That's why he always looks like that. Wow, yeah, I'm not even sure how to respond to this King Charles situation. I guess we'll leave it alone for now. Maybe that's just part of the strategy, is you just gotta let some things just have to kind of roll off your back, especially while you're at war. But someday soon, King Charles will taste fury. The siege is won, and we now control Oriel, bringing our war score up to 85%. We're going to go ahead and move our troops down here to Athlone. We're at least going to keep moving them south, either to do battle with these armies here, or just reinforce our armies. Make sure they don't get ambushed. The hook on our acquaintance Ealdred Chester will soon expire, and we can't demand a payment for the hook, because Ealdred does not have enough gold. Well, since there doesn't seem to be much we can do with this hook other than invite Ealdred to come join our court, we will do that. Come on over, bud. A change in circumstances. Tore, the father of my hostage Eir, has lost his East Egder lands, and our pact finds itself suddenly without purpose. Eir is free to take her leave and rejoin her family, if she so chooses. There is nothing to be done. Tore has been taken prisoner by Jarl Valdemar. He just sounds like a villain, doesn't he? Although he is an honorable empath. Well, we'll leave the situation alone for now. Eir, you're free to go. We'll see what happens. So Ormond is under siege. These armies down here have begun to siege Ormond, but I think we'll finish the siege of Athlone because that will win us the war. And even if it doesn't, we can just send our armies down to beat them, because the siege of Athlone will almost certainly be done before their siege of Ormond. So we'll let them have their fun for the moment. We will go ahead and merge these two armies now that they've met up in Athlone. No point in not doing that, I suppose. Lord Finn, you, of course, per usual, have the command. Passionate interests. At dinner, I have strategically selected a seat next to the impressive Deirdre. She has drawn me into a discussion about ancient military campaigns. Though I know little of such things, I find myself mesmerized by her passion for the subject. Her beautiful eyes are positively glowing, and the deep insight behind her words is clear, even to a novice like me. I think I could listen to her forever. So here's an interesting thing. We can try to seduce Deirdre and make her our lover, or we can just be like, yeah, very interesting, military campaigns, and we will gain 500 martial lifestyle experience. Now here's the thing. Old man Drognath is probably not the best suited for loving nor gaining any martial lifestyle experience at this point in his life. But I think that maybe in his old age, Drognath's eyes start to wander from his soulmate Serlaith, and he begins looking elsewhere to satisfy his urges. And I just think it's an interesting story, a story beat in the story we're telling here with House of Mordecius, to have him maybe fall in love with his spy master. So we'll see, because it could kind of go either way with this. As I lean in and make my suggestion, the gleam in Deirdre's eyes takes on the essence of another kind of passion. She hesitates for a moment, her cheeks reddening, but her inner conflict resolves quickly. Wait here, just for a little while, so no one grows suspicious. Then come to my chambers. As Deirdre hurries off, I can't take my eyes off her. What a woman! Deirdre becomes our lover! Oh, Drognath, you dog! You and Deirdre fell in love at a dinner in Desmond. So Drognath is now married to 4 women and also in love with another. This could certainly end badly. And another son has been born. Samthon has given birth to a perfect little son. Let's look for... I kind of like the idea of naming this little young man after Chieftain Congalok, who is Samthon's father. I think that's kind of cool. May you grow strong and wise, my son. Let's get you educated. And Madrona has the highest sum of all skills, so we will have her look after young Congalok here. Oh my goodness. And I just realized that High Chiefess Serlaith is near death. She is not long for this world. What the heck happened, Serlaith? Wow, yeah, she's really not doing well. She's just very, very sick. Well, oh man, that sucks. And Drognath, you dog, you're out there cheating on her. You bastard. Well, ignoring that very sad situation, we can pass the absolute tribal authority law here with 208 prestige. It makes everyone like us a little bit less, but honestly, I think it is time. We're gonna pass the law and just pray that our vassals don't rise up against us. 23rd of December, 890. We took High Chieftain Domhnall's son, Sinead, during the Siege of Athlone. We won the siege, and as a result, we have won the war. We are going to mass ransom everyone from our dungeons, just saying, you all can go as long as you pay us some gold. Let's do that. And here on the last day of 890 AD, they still have yet to pay. So we'll see what happens there. But I think a fitting end to this episode is to end the war, and Athlone becomes ours. Oh wait, we can't, because High Chieftain Domhnall is considering a proposal from us for the ransoms. That's fine. Well, this was certainly an interesting episode. Some real hefty... oh my god, I'm bald. I am literally bald. I'm literally bald. I mean... the comedy just never ends with this game, I swear. Well, we're gonna see where the bald cheater that is High Chieftain Drognath with his dying wife, we will see where all of this ends up in 891 AD. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on House of Mordecius. Make sure to like the video and please make sure to comment. Let me know what you think of Crusader Kings 3 and the series so far. Make sure to subscribe so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And other than that, folks, we will see you next time.